Hi guys, it's Anita. I know it's been a while since I've been on, but I wanted to come on and do a share of some cards I made. This is inspired by Sharing More. I'm not sure if she still does, but she used to do I hauled it, what did I create with it? And also by V Ballin 1. She's been making cards. This is not necessarily hauls. This is just stuff that I've acquired. Some of it is new. Some of it's stuff that I just purchased and threw in its compartment and never used. So I'm going to show you quickly what I used. I used this paper pad, and I think I used a sheet out of here. These are all the dies, not necessarily in any type of order. I used these two dies. I use these Paper Tray ink stamps. Most of them will be from Paper Tray ink. This one is called Boutique Borders Friends, Psalms for January, Quoted Honeycomb. This is a Psalm for September. This is a Pond Life Sentiments. What else is this? The Shape Shifter Circle 1. I used a stamp out of here. This is from, I think, Hobby Lobby. I used these flowers from Hobby Lobby, or some flowers out of that packet. Another Paper Tray ink Flower Garden mini stamp. I only used this piece out of here, which is Boutique Borders Mother. I used the Paper Tray ink Words to Live by Kindness. I used the Paper Tray ink Frame It Many Blessings and the Inspired Praise. I used a flower out of this Recollections pack. I used these Gina Marie dies. These are from Miss Alley. I used this one and one out of here. This is new for me. They're Anna Griffin. I used, you'll see them. I'm not sure which one I used, but I know I used them. This is, I don't even know how old it is, and this is my first time ever using it. It's Tailored Expressions Hexagon Stacklets. This one, it says $1.99. I probably got it from the Goodwill. It just says flowers. And then this one, I purchased this a long time ago. It's Inspired by Nature, and I used the grass out of that one. So let's just get into it. And you can tell some of them I really liked more than others, so I made multiple cards in it. This one is the Paper Tray ink stamp. Making sure I'm in frame and I have a shadow. My apologies. It says, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And I wanted this one to be simple. I used just a piece of scrap paper. The inside has another piece of scrap paper on the inside. I didn't stamp anything on the back, and I did not put a sentiment in it because I don't know what I'm going to be using them for. This is the same using watercolor paper, a Miss Alley die, and some thread in the background. So that's that one. I really like this stamp. The other piece off of the watercolor paper, this one I just stamped some grass in the background with some Stampin' Up ink. The inside is still blank. This one is using the Praise from my Paper Tray ink Miss Alley die. This is a Gina Marie die on top, and I did stamp that the plaid in the background, but I put a piece of vellum over the top, so it's kind of muted in the background, and there's nothing on the inside of this one. This one did get a little warped, but when I put a book on top, it'll stay. You can't even tell, but I know that it's there. So that one, I really like that one. This one is using that honeycomb Paper Tray ink, the sentiment. Oh, this is the Tim Holtz die right here, and I put a piece of, I put the paper away. Oh, what is the paper? Hold on, sorry. It's from this pad. I did use a sheet from here. The Heidi Swap is this one in the background once I die cut it out. I meant to emboss it in white, but I wasn't paying attention and I used clear embossing powder, so I just left it. I cut out additional hexagons and used some glitter on them. And this is the inside of that one. I think I made another one. I did. So this is the other one using the paper tray ink stamp. And I just used a circle die to cut the circle out. This cut right here is a Spellbinders die. I think I put it away. I used some, what do you call that stuff? Modeling paste and some golden like mica. It's a real thin paste that I rubbed over the top while the while the texture paste was wet. That's the inside of that one. This one is using the Anna Griffin dies. Oh, I didn't show you this one. I also have the swirl die from her. This one is, the stamp is from Miss Allie. This is the inside of that one. And I see that I have some, oh, it's, oops, sorry about that. It's just paper on the inside. This is the inside. And I just used the same die and just cut out different layers of this one. This one is kind of heavy. So there's that one. This one is using the paper tray ink die and stamp. This is a, I can't even think of the company for this flower. But it's, I put it away. Sorry about that. And I used the Recollections little bling in the middle. Nothing is on the inside. This one is using the paper pack from Hobby Lobby that I really like this paper, so I'm trying to use it up. I purchased 2 of them, so I still have a lot more to use. I used some Spellbinders dies, some sequins. The sentiment is from Paper Tray ink. The flower is from the is from this one from Hobby Lobby. I used this one right here. Sorry for the glare. And I just clear embossed it just to take up some space on the front of it. Nothing is on the inside. I can write my sentiment here. I just used some gray gray ink to stamp the same flower on the inside. And I did notice that because I haven't been stamping anything, my ink is almost dried up, so I will be purchasing more ink in the near future. This card is the Paper Tray ink shape, I think it's a shapeshifter. Yeah, shapeshifter circle. I use that. The stamp from the Mother one that it's not Mother's Day, so I just used the stamp and the die from that one. I put a piece of ribbon in the background. The inside is blank. Excuse me. I had another one of these, but I don't know what I did with it. But this is a Paper Tray ink die, and I really like this. These are those Psalms. I may try to get the rest of them that I do not have because I really like them. But I stamped it, embossed it. The green ink is from Stampin' Up. These are from, I want to say the Elena store. I just got them. I wanted I can't think of who they are, but there's some more that I wanted, but these were like half the price. They're not as flat, but they do the same thing. So this is the inside of the card. Oh, and I did use that gold pen to where it had the little dots. I just put the gold dots on top. And last but not least is this card. This one I was just getting tired, and I was like, I really want to use my stamps and dies. So I used a piece of leftover watercolor paper. This in the background is some washi tape. This is the Stampin' Up stamp. I used the same Stampin' Up ink to stamp it in the background. And the sentiment, and these are from the same. And I just stamped a flower on the inside. So that is my share, guys. I will be coming back with more cards as I get them created. I'm participating in a swap, not a swap, but a challenge, and I have never done a challenge, and I haven't did any swaps in a while, so I'm super excited. I haven't used my Memory Dex die, so I was happy that it popped up in my feed. But thank you guys for stopping by, and have a great day.